crowd! From Antofagasta, Chile, it's Elias just for you. So, guys, from the Xbox community, I'm gonna need your help to make this video get to Phill Spencer. So please do share on Twitter, on Facebook, everybody. Please do share this video to get to Phill Spencer, because if he accepts the idea that I'm having right now, the Xbox community, we do have a lot to celebrate in the future. So, Mr. Spencer, as everybody knows, Sega from Japan and Xbox are getting closer and closer. Hence, we do have now Yakuza games on our Xbox, and it's pretty cool. And as you guys got closer, it got me thinking, well, I'm a no-time gamer. I play video games for over 38 years. 38 years I play video games. I'm a 43-year-old guy, so I play video games since I was 5. And from the past, there were some really cool franchises that I do believe that nowadays they would fly real, sky high. Because those games are pretty cool and everybody do miss them. And as you know, Mr. Phill, majority of the people that buy video games and sponsor Microsoft, especially the Xbox community, are old-time gamers like myself. And it would be incredible to see some of those Sega games from the past with the engines from nowadays, with the new enhancements and graphical power from the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X. And I would be dying to see some of those franchises to be revived with nowadays graphics, with nowadays, writing, with histories from nowadays. It would be really cool. So, Mr. Spencer, I really do hope you enjoyed this video and you watched this video, because it's a killer suggestion. And I do believe that the Xbox community will gain a lot of new players just because you accepted this kind of idea. I have the idea of 3 franchises from Sega from the past that if you were to bring them back with engines for nowadays, it would be a killer. The first one, without further ado, would be eSWAT. eSWAT is a game from the 90s, from the early 90s, where you were a law enforcement officer that you perform some missions, and throughout the game, as you pass on those missions and you reach the objective, you will gain ranks into the police force until you reach captain, if I'm not mistaken. Once you reach a certain level, you get to a project where you got a mecha suit, and this mecha suit will enhance your powers, your physical abilities, including giving you new weapons, giving you a jetpack, where, as you can see here in the video, and you'll be able to do more things, protect the people even better with this new mecha suit. So the idea is already there. The idea does exist, and it's tested and approved. This game was a hit back in the day on the arcades, and also on the Sega Genesis, or as we call it in Latin America, Mega Drive. By the way, I'm originally from São Paulo, Brazil. Currently, I'm living in Antofagasta, Chile. So this was my first suggestion, eSWAT. The game is pretty cool. I really do believe that maybe in the engine of, I don't know, maybe Gears 5, it would benefit a lot with new writings, new improvements, and all the sort of things that I know that you guys from the Microsoft community and the Xbox community, and especially the engineers and the game developers, would be able to do something incredible with the eSWAT franchise. I really do believe so. My second suggestion of a game that could, improve a lot nowadays with the engines for nowadays, with the graphics for nowadays, would be Shadow Dancer. Shadow Dancer back in the day was a blast. I do remember that on the shopping malls in Latin America, in São Paulo, Brazil. I don't know how it was in Chile, because back in the day I was living for some time in the United States and then in São Paulo. And in São Paulo, I do remember that there were those huge lines to play Shadow Dancers everywhere, in shopping malls, on bars, everywhere that we would have an arcade, and it had Shadow Dancer on, it would make lines, huge lines for guys to play. We would spend hours and hours and uncountable dollars to play the Shadow Dancers back in the day. And Shadow Dancer is the story of a ninja, and this ninja has a little companion, which is this white wolf, which is pretty beautiful. And the game is a platformer, but you don't have to keep it as a platformer. The imagination that you guys have on the Xbox community and also on the Xbox, development team, I'm pretty sure that along with Sega, you guys can think of something to improve with nowadays graphics, with the engine, maybe, I don't know, from the same engine used by Ninja Theory on Ninja Gaiden. Maybe, perhaps, I don't know. If you guys want to keep it as a side scroller, it would be pretty cool as well. I don't know, maybe a 2.5D, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, in my opinion, one of the best games that we've got on the Xbox, and it's a 2.5. It's not 3D game at all. Or you can do it in third person as well. Yeah, imagination is up to you, but I know this franchise was loved, and everybody would beneficiate a whole lot on playing a game like this. So bringing back games, it's been an experience that you guys are having, and I know that Xbox is making the most out of it. Well, we can see what's going on with, for example, Battletoads, a franchise from the past that you guys brought back, and it's been a blast. I know that on the past, with Double Dragon Neon, you guys brought back the Double Dragon. I know it was not Microsoft per se that brought it back, but they brought back that game, and the game looks amazing. It plays amazing. It was a huge blast on our video games from the past generation. So the third suggestion that I've got is Alex Kidd. Alex Kidd, I'm showing you guys a video from Alex Kidd and the Miracle World from Sega Genesis. And this game was a benchmark on the generation. Nintendo used to rule the world without exception with the Mario Brothers and everything. And then suddenly came Sega with Alex Kidd and took out the world, took out America. I was living back in America on that era, and I do remember the Sega Genesis swept the world with Alex Kidd and some other games. For example, Altered Beast and some other pretty cool Sega Genesis games. I even remember a TV commercial, a TV ad, if I'm not mistaken, which is, what Sega does, Nintendo don't. Oh, that was a pretty cool and provocative commercial ad. And guys, Alex Kidd in the Miracle World has this magical aura where it's simple, it's beautiful, it has an incredible gameplay, it's fun. Everybody used to love this game back in the day. And it's an adventure. It's an adventurous game. We could benefit a lot in having this game back on the Xbox. Maybe Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, or cross-gen. I don't know. The only thing that I know is that the Xbox community would have a lot to gain if we were to have those games back with us right now. It would be incredible. So guys, please do help me out. Get in this video to Phill Spencer. Please do help me out. Get in this video to the Xbox community, to the Xbox, a Twitter account, to the Facebook, everywhere. Please do spread the word. And if you don't agree with my list, make a list of your own. Do make suggestions on the comment sections. The more you guys suggest in the comment sections, the more Phill Spencer, the other developers from the Microsoft team, will see that reviving those franchises from Sega, now that, Microsoft and Sega are getting closer together, it would be just amazing to have those games running with nowadays graphics from the Xbox Series S, the Xbox Series X. So the gaming community would have a lot to gain. And having those games first thing, for day one on the Game Pass, it would be worthwhile. It would make a lot of, old-time gamers buy the Game Pass in order to have, a subscription of Game Pass in order to play those games. The ideas are already there. They're proved, they're tested, and they pass flawlessly. And I do believe that the Xbox community would have a lot to gain if we were to bring those older franchises from Sega, and we were to improve those franchises nowadays with graphics for nowadays, with engines for nowadays. And I do believe that will be a blast. We would shake the video game world if we were to bring back those franchises. Thank you for your precious time. Thank you for your precious minutes that you're watching this video. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, leave a like, and do make this video spread like wildfire. It has to get to Phill Spencer. It has to get to somebody that watches us, that see us on the Microsoft community, on the Xbox community, in order for this video to become a thing, and maybe they even answer it. Put it on Twitter, put it on Facebook, put it on Instagram, everywhere. Please do help me out, guys. And don't forget, make suggestions, comment, like this video, make it grow. Alright guys, thank you very much. That's it. And until next video, Elias out!